From Pinellas County there to Pasco County, where they have declared a local state of emergency.
Our team coverage continues with 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser, who is live in Hudson. And Eric, you've been out there all day. What are you seeing right now?
Well, guys, it's still dark out here. We just had some rain come over our heads in the last few minutes, so it's not quite over yet. It's been overcast all day, but I would say the heaviest stuff started to come down at about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and it lasted about an hour. Let me show you some of the pictures when it was about as intense as it got out here. During that time, we saw some very strong winds, some driving rain. And I can tell you, I spoke with folks over at the Pasco Emergency Operations Center. Here's what's going on up here. They have received reports now of houses in the Zephyr Hills area that had part of their roofs blown off. They're also getting several reports now of power outages, some power lines down, and so far, with the low tide here, that's been the good news. They haven't seen that much of a storm surge. That's helped keep the water levels down. But you can still see those heavy winds pushing the Gulf waters up over the seawall into parking lots along the coastline. In fact, Pasco Fire Rescue is looking for any issues like flooded streets right now. They're out there looking for down power lines, tree limbs. And although the rain is just about ending now, the winds are expected to remain strong throughout tomorrow morning. That is of concern. It includes the high tide that will take place here in Pasco at about midnight. So emergency workers are urging people not to let their guard down.
There is still lurking potential danger through tomorrow morning. We still have that potential at midnight tonight to have higher waters. We don't know what the tide is going to do. We don't know how the wind is going to react. So stay alert. We have people that set their alarms at night every 2 hours just to check for flooding or any issues like that. But be due diligence. Pay attention to your weather surroundings.
You know, for a lot of folks in this area, you heard Aaron down south over there in Pinellas County, up here in Pasco, same thing. A lot of folks say another flooding event like this is just adding insult to injury. They went through it with Hurricane Idalia. They made repairs. Then they had last month's no-name storm, which, by the way, up here did not qualify for FEMA assistance. And so a lot of folks found themselves having to make repairs again, this time a lot of out-of-pocket expenses. And now the possibility of another flooding event. And that's really what remains the biggest concern here again, is that at about midnight you will see the high tide, you will have the rain ending, but the wind still pushing the water, as you saw there, up into this area. Emergency operation folks told me they have concerns about that high tide coming in at about midnight, guys.
And so many concerns here, Eric. I know you're also keeping an eye on the counties that are north of you, Hernando, Citrus. Any issues up there?
Yeah, same thing. They've got a lot of limbs down, some power outages. They've also seen some minor damage and some flooding concerns. They, like Pasco County, I'm told, have now declared a local state of emergency. Now, that doesn't mean that necessarily there's something catastrophic happening right now, but that does set the stage when counties declare those states of emergency to be able to collect the monies that they will be entitled to for the fast response. It's just sort of getting rid of some of the red tape, and it will allow for them to be reimbursed when all of this is wrapped up. Reporting live tonight in Hudson Beach, Eric Glasser, 10 Tampa Bay.